It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Gene.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Blitz coming and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford now to throw. To the right side and complete to Atwell. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run for the first time here with Kyren Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Ben Skoranek, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship-caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Smith.
That'll be caught by Bobo.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A strong running.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing is Stafford.
He'll find his man Skoranek over the middle.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
Now Geno.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Smith.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Steps away to his... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
As they've got it as we resume action.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On the counter, here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now Stafford.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Stafford.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Hines.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And Walker has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, a fresh 1st and 10.
Big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. 3rd and about a foot. Here's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. It's Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp making their way back out. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Back to throw, Stafford. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Stafford. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. To the air again, Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where you see the final score there. Caleb Williams leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Bryant Thomas, a touchdown catch in the victory. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kyron Williams. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Smith now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
They run with Hines. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 46-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Now Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Throwing is Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Stafford now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Hines now on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead, Walker.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Bolden. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. This is Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin the drive with Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Stafford.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Stafford. To the sideline and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Howell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Howell. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He stiff arms him. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake and it's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Has an open man, Skoranek.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Rams.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Stafford. And it's caught.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
So Geno and the Seahawks
trailing 17-10, a little under 2.5 to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10.
Powell.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Howell to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Dancing to his left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Rams,
they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.